I don't care what you believe in, man. But this is me pulling you out of a hell you don't even know you're burning in. So let me be real with you off the rip. This movement, Do You rules, it ain't come from a whiteboard. It came from my pain. Likely the very same pain you are feeling right now, which is the pain of me building my own hell first. So this is much deeper than when I ballooned up to 230 pounds and was drinking myself into blackouts every night, because it wasn't just the bottle. Hell is an addiction to a plethora of things that seem socially right. So I was addicted to overwork, addicted to proving myself, which led to way too many late nights at the office, chasing empty titles and cachet and clout, which meant every late night email was a dinner I missed. Every laptop glow was a memory I didn't build with my kids. Every morning I skipped prayer was me thinking I could carry my own weight without God. So let's not get it twisted. I wasn't just numbing myself with alcohol. I was numbing myself with overcompensating. And the life I thought I was building, I was losing. That is why when I say, imagine God said this to you, it's not with the intent to be a trendy thought experiment. It's a receipt. So let me take you back first a little bit to when I was young. Thankfully, I had elders who looked out, right? We had our little crew, Light, Ski, Mo, Los, Saint, Benny. I know, sounds like a Bronx tale or something like that. And these dudes were in varying age groups, right? Some were in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s. And at that time, I was about 14, 15. And we spent almost all day, every day together, running the courts and hooping for hours. And then we'd rush back upstairs to play NBA Live before the internet hit. Now, Light was like the elder of the elders, the unspoken leader of the crew. And he used to tell me all the time, man, Jeff, you're going to be my age one day. I feel like all old people say that. And when you are, you'll see life different. So I'm just trying to keep you on the court and on the field so you don't end up reflecting on pain the way I had to. And at 14, 15, it's like, old guy again. But see, they were protecting us. And while they protected us, they also introduced me to my first smoke, my first cigarette, and my first sip. The logic being, it's going to happen anyway. Better it happen around us. And I get it now. I get it. They wanted to shield us. But in reflecting, by trying to shield me, they also passed down patterns I'd later have to fight my way out of. So I've been thinking about that a lot lately, because that's what life does. That's what happens as you get older. Life is handing you gifts, but it also hands you consequences. And one way or another, you're going to have to live with both. And then I go back a little further and I think about my own father. God bless. No judgment. It just is what it is. The greatest gift he gave me was abandonment. He was never there, ever. So I swore to myself, I'm going to learn from this. That won't be me. Now, here's the truth I had to face. I thought because I was grinding, paying bills, climbing the ladder, bringing home the bread, that it meant I was present. I was not. I was abandoning them, just differently. One day my son asked me straight up, Dad, what's your greatest regret, man? staring right at me. And as I thought, I knew it was not the drinking. It wasn't the mistakes at work. It was actually very simple. My greatest regret is the time I lost, I can never get back. The versions of him, my daughter, my wife, that I'll never see again. And that's when it hit me. Abandonment isn't just leaving. Abandonment is missing. No matter how hard you try, you can't buy that time back. You can't just rerun those versions of them. Infant to toddler, toddler to teen. You blink, that version is gone. That's the same with your parents, your mother, your father, your sister, your wife, even yourself. So yeah, I thought I was present, but presence ain't just being in the room. It's about being in the moment. My God, I missed way too many. That's why Do You Rules exists. Because I know what it's like to live the wrong side of every gift God gives. I have wasted remembrance. I polluted silence. I distorted mirrors. I replayed hell. I lived exposure the wrong way. I ran from stillness and I spent days like they were cheap instead of like they were currency. Now, every gift I honor is only valuable to me because I first abused and misused it. So when I talk about heaven, I'm not talking about some storybook fairy tale. I'm talking about the discipline of creating a new life. Don't miss this. Because heaven don't show up without hell as its shadow. And I built hell first. You see, what I've learned is that you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your profile. My profile was fractured, broken. So yeah, I've now given my wife heaven in our new life. She still carries the memory of my hell. That is the hardest truth. She knows I won't relapse, but how can she not feel it? How can she not remember the trauma I caused? Imagine everyone done that to in your life, with your life. So I believe that's the part nobody wants to admit. Your new heaven always sits on top of your old hell. Can't erase it. You can only build something new over it, and even that comes with a massive amount of fear. So when I talk remembrance, silence, mirror, exposure, stillness, exchange, I'm not just talking about doctrine. I'm talking about my life. The gifts God gave me that I once misused and threw away. And of course, now I'm responsible for living them the right way. So here's the truth I can't escape, and I throw over to you. Heaven and hell are both receipts. You created both. Question is, which one are you still paying off today? Because you don't just break rules, you write bad ones into your subconscious, and your life keeps the record. So this is where I bring it home to God, the infinite source. My God, strip me of excuses, crown me with remembrance, and let my life be worth remembering. You own it or be owned by it. You either run the system. System. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Do you and stay rich.